I don't have much time, but I do want to talk to you guys today about corporate America. I didn't get a chance to be in corporate America very long. I learned from people that was there before me that was not a good place to be. When I worked in the medical field, there was a lot of negative people in the hospital that I worked in, but there was some positive people around at the job too. And those people always had a part-time business. They ran something on the side. They was the most excited people. And I got a chance to talk to one of the nurses there. And I said, listen, Dana, I want to go back to school so I can become an administrator like you. And she says, oh, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. She says, Gary, stay where you're at, and just get out of here. And just listen to her talk. I felt like I was in prison talking to some other prisoner, a friend. I said, man, you don't want to do that, man. Get out of here as fast as possible. And I want to talk to you guys about the corporate prison. Because I honestly believe that if you're in a position where you don't want to be there, there's no future, and you got to show up every Monday through Friday, then you're in prison because you don't want to be there. Wouldn't you agree? And the way you get checked into this prison, I don't know if you guys just go, wow, man, guy from South Central talks about prison, right? But I guess that's something I can probably relate to. I've never been to prison, but, I've been around a lot of people that have been incarcerated. They've been in and out of jail, have relatives going in and out of jail. And there's one thing they talked about. The problem was that those people, when they get out of jail, because they've been locked up so long, they've become what we call institutionalized. They've been in the system so long that the real world looks like something's wrong with it, and prison looks okay. And corporate America puts you guys in the same state of mind. Think about this. You go to school to get a degree. You work hard. You study hard. You get a degree from high school, from college. And the next step out of high school, which I never understood, because when I was in high school and in elementary, one thing that we all looked forward to was summertime, right? Graduation. So when I graduated from high school, because I didn't graduate the year I was supposed to, I graduated in 1982 instead of 81. And what happened is, after I graduated, I got that fuzzy feeling, right? We took our hats off, we pulled them up in the air, man. And then after that, I went to work for corporate America, and a couple of months later, I asked another employee, I go, man, okay, when do we graduate from here? And he goes, never. I go, okay, well, where's summer? Don't we get off for the summer? He goes, no, man, this is it, man. And I go, you mean tell me, man, so they no going to the parks? He goes, no, man, you'll be lucky, man, you can get off on a weekend. And I'm like, man, nah, man, this is not what I want to graduate for, man. I got to look forward to something. I don't want to do this until I'm 95 years old. I was 19 years old when getting into corporate America. And see, I know you guys feel the same exact way. But you get out of high school, you get out of college, for the people that got a chance to go to college, that worked hard and won a scholarship or whatever, to go to college and you got another degree. See what happens in that situation once you got to college? Just like prison, you got to go to court. You're going to go check yourself into IBM, Xerox, Citibank, Bank of America, and you're going to go and see the judge. Judge is going to be your boss. And what the judge going to do is going to look at your conviction, which is your resume. He's going to say, okay, I see you went to college here, okay, 4 years of college, okay, have no background, you work part-time over here, okay, you got a nice resume, 3 pages long, all these convictions here. We're going to sentence you to 40 years to life for IBM. Right? We're going to give you a sentence. We're going to sentence you because you did so well, because you made so many convictions out there. We're going to sentence you to 40 years to life. And if you're lucky, you'll go before the parole board, maybe in 5, 10, 20, 30, maybe 40 years, and we'll reconsider. And what happens? Because everybody else is doing it, you feel it's okay. All my friends are in prison, right? I might as well check in too. So what happened is he looked at your resume, he sent you to 40 years of life, and then he gives you the rundown. And here's what he tells you. In the next 40 years, you're probably going to lose your family, because you're going to spend so many hours and so much time here, you're probably going to lose your family. That's why the divorce rate is so doggone high today. Not only that, you're going to get visits from your family. We're going to let you go home on the weekend. We're going to let you go home on Saturday and Sunday. Spend some quality time with your family, which you probably won't, because we're going to keep you locked up so long. When you go home on Saturday, you ain't going to really spend time with your family. You're going to be so doggone tired. You got to catch up on your chores that you ain't going to be able to have time to spend with the kids. And on Sunday, we're going to give it started going into the chapel. You're going to go to church. But we want you back here on Monday morning. But if you're not here by 8:01, we'll send the dogs out after you. We're going to find out where you at. We're going to start calling your house. We're going to ask your wife, where are you at? You're not here yet. And if you screw it up, if you're not here on time, and screw it up too many times, we're going to put you on lockdown. We're going to make you work overtime. We're going to give you the worst hours. During the holidays, we're going to make you work if you don't do right. Sound familiar? But guess what? We're going to have to give you 1 hour lunch. We're going to let you leave at 12 o'clock. We really don't want to let you leave the premises. But if you do good, we'll let you leave the premises. And for you bad guys, we want you to bring your lunch because we're not going to let you leave the premises. But if you do good, we'll let you leave. But you better be back here at 1 o'clock. If you ain't back here at 1 o'clock, we're going to send the dogs out after you. And we're going to come looking for you. We're going to find out why you're late, where you been. If you're too late, we're going to have you come back in, and you're going to go see the warden. And he's going to discipline you. This is your sentence for the rest of your life. Also, too, it's going to guarantee you're going to retire broke. See, nobody's ever made it out of this prison. Nobody's ever became financially independent in this prison. So it's a guarantee. If you stick here, if you stay here, you're going to retire broke. Guaranteed, slam dunk. You're probably going to lose your home because we're going to play with your finances. We're going to lay you off and then hire you back. And lay you off and hire you back. And lay you off and hire you back. Because you screwed up. It's your fault. You screwed up. You went to college. You did everything right. So we're going to play with your finances. We're going to also take a picture of you. Give you a booking number. We want you to wear this badge every day. So we'll know when the warden sees, he know who you are. If he sees you outside enough possibility, he'll know to turn your number in. We're going to prize you. Also, too, if you do good, we're going to make you trustee. If you're brown nose, if you get here at 7:55 instead of 8 o'clock and you fix the coffee, if you clean the place up, we're going to make you a trustee. You're going to be the person we're going to have out there telling on other people. We want you to let us know when Gary Kornegay is late. We want you to let us know when the prophets are not doing good. We want you to let us know when Gary leaves the bathroom fan on and run the bill up. We will let you know when he's driving. We want to let you know when he's on the telephone. I want you to let us know when he's on the doggone telephone. That doggone Gary Kornegay is always on the doggone telephone. But if you're lucky, you got a real good friend that's in prison with you, a part-timer. And he looks over at you and say, man, listen, real quick, man, let's talk tonight about 7 o'clock. I want to come to your cell. And so he sneaks over to your cell around about 7 o'clock, right? Comes over to your cell and sits down and talks to you and your wife and your family. He says, listen, man, I got a buddy that's out of prison. He was in here before. And, man, he got a way we can get out of here, man. We ain't got to be here for the rest of our life, man. Don't you believe that crap? He says, man, we can get out of here. And you go, how can we get out of here, man? I mean, are we supposed to do this for the rest of my life? I got 40 years to life. He says, man, I know, man. I'm on death row myself, man. Well, I got to get out of here, too. But I got a brother. I got a cousin. I got a pastor. I got a friend that's right next door that got out. And he's going to show us how to get out. So this weekend, when they let you go home, I want to come by and talk to you and your family about getting out so you don't have to check back in on Monday. And you know what happens? You get all excited. He comes over on the weekend. And because you're institutionalized, you're not ready to accept, so you go back to prison on Monday, and you go to another guy on death row, and you say, listen, man, that doggone Kornegay over there, man, he was talking to me about getting out of here, man. What do you think? And because the guy is on death row, he's going to look over you and say, man, you're stupid. Don't you even try to break out of here, man. You're crazy. Gary Kornegay is stupid, man. I'm telling you, you're going to get arrested. Don't you do that. They're going to come out after you, man. You better not listen to him, man. That sounds like something that's too good to be true. But see, if you're fortunate, if you listen to that part-timer, and go to one of our opportunity meetings, the opportunity meetings is you going before the parole board. We're going to look at you, we're going to interview you, and we're going to evaluate you and see if you're ready for the real doggone world. And you're going to come to one of the Primerica meetings where people are loving you and hugging you and treating you right. It's going to be a different kind of feeling because in prison, people didn't treat you right. You go, man, this is kind of weird, man. I like the feeling, but I don't want to let myself go. I don't want to let my guards down because it looks kind of too good to be true. You come before the pro board, we sit down, we show you how to get out of prison. We sit down and talk to you. And what I found out is most people today are so doggone negative that they can't accept the opportunity. See, I'm glad that I was making $5.90 an hour in my prison because my part was right. I was fed up. But if I was making $15-20 an hour, and the part-timer came to me, I would have said, man, I got a good prison deal, man. I'm set for life, man. I'm not going to change, man. I make $15 an hour. But I was right. And I want you guys to understand something. I know if you're working a job, you feel like you're in prison, right? I mean, you don't want to be there. You don't want to be there, but you got to show up on Monday morning. I want you to think about that when you hop in your car and kick your family by, and your wife has to hop in her car because now they're now 15 spouses, right? They're going, you go to this prison, and matter of fact, send your wife to this prison. That's really 80 because you're going to do 40, and she's going to do 40, and we'll let the public raise the doggone kids for you, right? And then what's going to happen is the public's going to raise them, and they're going to probably get screwed up somewhere, and they're going to check in right along with you. So guess what's going to happen? If you're lucky, we're going to let you retire at 65, but when you retire, you're going to also be tired, right? And your kids are going to come in behind you and clean up what you left. But see, people, I don't like that. I don't like the fact that in this country called America, the free enterprise, that we're sentenced to death. See, nobody in my family ever became financially independent working a doggone job. And I don't want to follow the footsteps of people that are not successful. And you're going to have to be the pioneers. Yeah, it's different. You're going to have to be the one to show your family that it's different, but it's right. You know, when I joined Primerica, my family didn't support me. I mean, I went to my mother-in-law. I guess I don't know if that's good to do, right? I went to my mother-in-law, and I said, Miss Harmon, I said, listen, I'm involved in this business, and you know what's going to happen? And I thought I'd give brownie points to my mother-in-law, which is very hard to do, right? I go, listen, if I get this thing going, you know, Pat's going to quit her job. And I thought she was going to say, oh, my son-in-law, take my daughter off of her job. Oh, you're so awesome. She said, what? I go, yeah, you know, if I get this thing going, you know, your daughter ain't going to have to work again. She goes, she better not quit her job. Oh, no. She better not quit her job. Who's going to support her? Who's going to take care of her when you don't make it? I'm going to make it. So I didn't get the family support. So I went and I looked for support. And see, what you got to do if you're part-time, when you go back to work, every time they give you a break, you got to be working on becoming financially independent. You can't be getting out work and going home and watching doggone television. If you want to break out of jail when they ain't looking, you got to be shoveling. Am I right? Whatever. See, you're talking to the master. You're just the same. Tad and all these other guys, Gary, why you let these guys like, and these guys will let you know that we've been there before. We're not telling you stuff that we haven't been. I've been there before. I've been in corporate America, and I know how to get out, and we're showing you how to get out. And you got to work hard. So don't go home and sit down. On weekends, don't go cut your doggone grass. Martin Luther King always said it. If a man starts a race behind, he must forever remain behind unless he runs faster than the man in front of him. And you are way behind. We're all behind. And when we're off, we got to run faster than those doggone jokers. Don't sit at home. You want to go to work because we're on the outside of prison. We're shoveling from the outside, but we ain't going to shovel all the way in. You got to shovel your way to the gate. If you shove your way to the gate, we'll meet you halfway. We'll help you build your business. We'll go out there, we'll do it for you, and we'll help you get out of prison. We're going to change the doggone life here. Because I know you guys don't want to retire broke. My family didn't want to retire broke. My dad's 70 years old this month. My father worked a job for 40 years, retiring flat broke. Thank God for Primerica. My dad's a minister. He has a pastor of his own church. See, I want to get in a position where we cash flow $1 million a year and 10% of my earnings, which is $100,000, goes to my own father. See, I want to pay my dad's salary. See, folks, I'm going to tell you something. It's decision time. It's decision time. See, the only thing that's going to keep you in that prison is a simple decision. It ain't your boss. It ain't your supervisor. It ain't how many hours you put in at your local prison. It's a decision. The reason I'm up here and you're there because a simple decision. I made the decision to do it. They made the decision to do this business 8, 9 years ago. That's the only difference. And you got to make a decision today, not tomorrow. Don't go home and say, I want to think about it. You got to understand something. Your brain got you where you at, right? You don't have no time to think about it. We gave you 30 years. You've been locked down. You've been locked down in prison for 30, 40, 50 years, 10, 15 years. You have plenty of time to think about it. If you haven't thought about it yet, you probably ain't going to do it. Don't think about it. Don't think about this opportunity. Don't leave it there and go, I'm going to sit home, I'm going to evaluate this thing and see if this is for me. You know it's for you. You don't want to work. If we paid you $25 an hour, 50 grand a year, give you an expense account in a company car, you go, I'll be here tomorrow. Right? I'll show up, right? Okay, well, I want you to put on a blue striped shirt, a bow tie, wear some funny glasses, and put this little fake nose on for 50 grand a year. And you go, I'll be there. I'll be there. But because we don't treat you that way, you think we're weird. You think we're crazy. We're giving you a chance to play in the big league. We're giving you a chance to find out what you're really worth. Your boss ain't going to tell you what you're worth. Work your butt off. You know, I think so many people that get involved in Primerica, and I can't stand it when I meet people working at Wendy's and McDonald's and saying, oh, I was in that. I go, you was in what? Oh, I went to one of those meetings, man. I used to do that before, man. You know, and I was pretty good at it, you know, and I didn't make it. Well, wait a minute, man. You were in what? I was involved in that same business, man, in Primerica, right? Meeting with the roof, all excited by you. I was there, man. I'm going, you know what's funny, man? I'm on this side of the counter talking to you, and you're on that side of the counter. See, then I start teasing them, right? I go, you can't leave words. Cry. If you're bad, if you're tough, step across that counter. I bet you can't step across. Hey, come outside. I bet you can come outside. I bet you'll get arrested before you make it to the doggone door. See? Who's in prison? You're in prison. See, if you was locked down, let me ask you a question. If you were locked down in prison, you didn't like where you were at, and all of a sudden the warden calls you in and says, listen, tonight, 11 o'clock at night, p.m., we're going to give you the chance of your life. You look at the warden, you say, what's the chance? Tonight only, at 11 o'clock at night, we're going to open the gates. We're going to let you get a chance and an opportunity, no guarantees, just a shot to get out there in the real world. 11 o'clock at night. If the warden told me that, I would sit by the gate all day. I wouldn't go take a lunch. I'd be waiting for the opportunity. If that door just give me one crack, I'll break my neck trying to get through it. And you should too, because we're offering you an opportunity. No guarantees. A guarantee is going to get you broke. Only thing guaranteed in America is somebody's going to screw and tack to your butt. You don't want any guarantees. God didn't give you a guarantee. The reason you respect life so much because even God didn't give us a guarantee you're going to be here tomorrow. So if he didn't give us a guarantee, right, then I'm not going to give you a guarantee. Primerica's not going to give you. And when somebody gives you a guarantee, I can tell you it's going to probably end up in a disaster. A vision to get out. The Bible talks about a vision. Without a vision, we perish. That was way before your time. You can't argue with the biblical scriptures. You can't argue with that. They always tell people the Bible is based on like an ownership manual for how you should run your life. And so is the man thinking, so is he. If you think you can, you're right. See, and no boss, no president of the United States, nobody's going to determine my success. As long as I know the Bible says, so is the man thinking, so is he. If I think I can do it, I can do it. If I think I can't, I can't. See, I know I can do this business. And don't listen to people on death row. Don't listen to other people that don't have no chance of getting out. Because after you're talking to people that think they got a good job. They're making $30,000 a year. They don't have $5. They'll probably borrow $5 while they're telling you don't do it. Oh yeah, man, don't do that, man. Hey, can I get a loan? That's not for you. That's not for you, G, man. Hey, let me finish that, man. Don't listen to negative people. Let me tell you a story about these frogs. One of these frogs was hopping along, messing around, curious frog. It was a pail of milk, a deep pail of milk. And they were playing around the edge of the pail, looking into the pail itself, And those two frogs fell into this pail. They started to drown. And all the other frogs came around the edge of the pail and they were laughing at him and talking about him. You ain't gonna get out. Ha, ha, ha. Look, you fell into the pail of water. You're gonna drown. Instead of helping him, they were laughing at him. So both frogs started hopping, trying to get out. But one frog couldn't hear that good. He was hard of hearing. The other one heard, he could hear very well. So both of them started hopping, trying to get out of his pail. They knew he was gonna drown. And all of a sudden, the one that could hear, he's trying to look for the negative people at the top, telling him, you're going to drown, man. You're stupid, man. I can't believe it, man. But because he heard so doggone well, he drowned. And the other frog couldn't hear that good. So he just kept on hopping. And he hopped so much, the milk turned into butter. And it got hard. And he jumped out. And when he hopped out, the frogs left him and go, man, listen, man. He goes, huh? He goes, hey, man, listen, man. Well, I mean, we were talking about you, man. Why you didn't drown? He goes, huh? He goes, we were talking about you. We were putting you down. He goes, you were? He goes, yeah, man. He goes, I thought you were cheering me on. I didn't know. He goes, I thought you were cheering. I thought I heard you going, you could do it, baby. Come on, you can make it, man. See, that's what negative people are. See, you got to be like a hard-headed frog. Negative people ain't doing nothing but cheering your butt on. But when people told me I couldn't do it, I thought they was going, you could do it, man. You could do it, man. It was the awesome scam. I go, oh, man, that's great, man. You could do it, man. I thought they were saying great things to me. I didn't know because I was so naive and so fucked to become successful that negative people didn't bother me not one bit. See, I always tell people that negative people is just like a doggone negative battery. See, if you drove a brand new Mercedes-Benz and you went outside here and some guys broke down an old 1963 station wagon, and he got cables, and he stand up there with his cables, well, will you help me? Well, if you're in a brand new car, you probably won't help him. Because you go, well, that guy's battery's negative, and I'm not hooking my positive battery up to this negative guy. Is that how you think, right? Well, guess what? You got to do the same thing with your life. You can't be going to hook yourself up to negative people. It's a bunch of people standing by the side going, hey, man, hook up to me, man. I heard you're positive. Please come over and hook up to me. Let me drain your battery. If you hook up to that person too doggone much, what's going to happen? They're going to drain your battery. You probably help them once. You probably help them twice. But guess what? Because they know they can hook up to you, they're going to ask for your help every day. Every morning. They're not going to go buy a new battery because they know they can count on the next door neighbor to come and hook them up. And what happens? They go hook up to you, and then one morning it's cold outside, it's snowing, and you get out there, start your car up, and all you hear is yin, 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 click, 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 click. Oh my God. And you go over to him, right? And now he's all negative, so he can't help you either. And now guess what? Now you got your negative thing. Go, help, right? Hey, buddy, hey, can I get help? See, you can't hook up to a negative person. Negative people drain your doggone battery. You leave here today, you're going to be so doggone excited, and watch how many of your family is going to be standing going, hey, come here. Hey, come here, let me hook up to you. Well, let me ruin your whole day. Let me ruin it for you. So you got to listen to the people at the top. You got to listen to people telling you can make it. You got to listen to the people in your upline. Don't think they're weird. These are people that are backed up and helping you become financially independent. You got to listen to the people that are looking out for your best interest. We're helping you pay off your credit cards, helping you make the right decisions when it comes down to making cash flow, getting the right life insurance to protect your family. We're looking out for your best interest. You know, I've been involved in Primerica for 5 years. In the last 5 years, we've been paid over $500,000 in income. Now, if I hadn't listened to my own negative boss, Herman Cole, I'd still be working a job. I'd probably be, instead of making $5.90, I'd probably get a raise by now. Probably making around about $6.20 an hour. Y'all would really be happy with it. I'm Herman, you really changed my life. Now, I'm so glad I listened to you, man, instead of my upline, dude. I'm just so fired up. But then you guys think you're going to be pissed off. You go, man, if I get the Primerica thing. You think Shane hates the person that got him involved? You think that I hate my cousin for coming to my house and making me and paying me to go to a meeting? I'm not upset with her. I'm upset she quit. Right? I mean, I would have loved to let my own cousin override me. I mean, my upline makes about $18,000 a month just on override my local office. And I would have laughed for that to be my cousin. But she listened to some negative people, right? And I kept on moving. And we're going to be at the top. And the last scenario I want to use, see, I don't know if you've ever been in the malls, right? And you see the escalators inside the mall, the one's going up and one's coming down. You ever tried to hop on the escalator the wrong way? Come on, you guys, admit to it. You know you did, even some of you ladies. You hop on the escalator the wrong way. I know I've done it a bunch, and guess why I did that? Because it was a challenge. The only reason I didn't want to make myself look stupid, but I always looked at it and go, man, I want to hop on that thing. I look around, see people looking at me. I go, I want to get on this thing, man. Just once. And I would hop on that baby. We start running. And we work harder. But guess what, you guys? You got to understand. You got to work hard continuously. You got to be committed to running hard every single day because you're on an escalator. Even though you don't know it, but you're on an escalator. See, it's going the opposite way. You're going against the grain. Even though it don't feel like it, as inflation grows and the dollar value declines, your life is either getting better or worse on a day-to-day basis. Even as we speak right now, either your life is getting better or it's getting worse. And see, you got to hop on that escalator and you got to start running. And it's going the wrong way, of course, but you got to start running because everybody's going the opposite way, right? And all your friends at the bottom going, hi, look at stupid. He's on the escalator the wrong way, right? But I found I'm going the right way. Everybody was going that way, and I don't want to go that way. So I got on the escalator going the wrong way. And guess what I found out? If you stop, you're going to be right back down to the rest of those fellas, aren't you? I mean, you're on the escalator and you stop, you go, oh, I got to become back to the planet. All those guys are broke. Oh, I got to get to the top, man. Chains to the top, man. Oh, man, tags to the top, man. I got to get to the top. Well, all of a sudden you go, yeah, I made a little money. I can take off for a couple of days. And you all of a sudden go, cool. Why did you start running up? Well, I got to crash back, right? Oh, man, I got to crash back. I'm losing it. Right? You spend all your money to get a charge back. So you got to work hard every single day until you become financially independent. See, I don't take vacations. I don't take weekends off. I'm not financially independent yet. I'm not in a position like that yet. So I'm working hard every single day because I know doing what I did got me where I was at. Give it 110% of whatever you do. Don't give it 100%. Give it 110%. I used to have a bumper sticker in my office. I put it in my office so my boss could see it. And it said, hard work never killed anybody, but why take chances? Well, today I look at that bumper sticker and I don't like it. See, when I worked with somebody else, I said, why take chances? When I found out hard work, if you work hard, the only thing that's going to happen is, see, you're going to collapse time frames. Because what I found out corporate America does, it takes a 5 to 10 year game plan and it expands out over 40 or 50 years. If you make $40,000 a year at your corporate job, it's going to take you 40 years to make $1.6 million. But if you take out the weekend, you take out the sick time, you take out the holidays, you take out the doggone vacations, and you collapse time frames, it's going to take you 5 to 10 years to do the same doggone job. You figure it out. You sit down and you look at you put it on paper, and you figure it out. You take out those doggone holidays. There ain't no doggone holidays. Every time I look up, every year there's a new doggone holiday. That's a system designed to keep you broke. It's designed to keep you going back to work. You work every single day. Are you guys pumped up? See, traditions got this country in the way it is today. Traditions got you in a situation where you're in right now because most people follow the crowd. It's tradition to be broke. It's tradition to have a bunch of credit cards. I mean, people brag about that stuff, believe it or not. Now, I believe that credit cards are worse than drugs. See, the drug dealer, what he does to get you hooked, he hands you a first piece of cocaine for free. Man, don't pay me back, man. Here, just use it. Before you know it, you're going back to him every single day, asking for more, and you're paying for it. He's taking your car, your house, and everything. But I believe when somebody hands you a credit card and you're in college, it's just like a drug dealer handing you your first piece for free. And they get you hooked on that doggone 18% credit card. And all of a sudden, if you start paying your bills, they'll start sending you more. Here, man, here's some more, man. Hey, keep it coming, baby, keep it coming. Here's some more credit cards. And people go, man, look how many credit cards I got, man. I got 50 credit cards. This thing is a deal. And that system is designed to keep you broke. They're not trying to help you. They're trying to screw you up. And traditions got the country the way it is today. Let me tell you one more story about tradition. There was it was a Christmas time. Families around cooking dinner. All the ladies were in the kitchen cooking dinner. And the donor went up to the mom and said, Mom, I want to ask you one question. I noticed when you cooked your ham, you cut the ends off the ham before you cooked it and put it in the pot. And I want to know, Mom, why you do that? And she says, honey, you know, really, I don't know. Your grandmother's been doing it for many years. Why don't you ask your grandmother? Go to the grandmother, Grandma, listen, I was just talking to Mom, and I want to find out, why do you guys cut the ends off of the ham before you put it in a pot and cook it? And the grandmother said, honey, you know, I don't really know why we do that. Why don't you check with your great-grandmother and find out? But she goes to her great-grandmother, who's over 100 years old. Say, great-grandma, listen, real quick. I want to ask you a question. And she goes, what's the question? Why do Grandma and Mom, why do they cut the ends off the ham before they cook it? Why do you guys do that? And great-grandma said, well, honey, back then, we didn't have pots big enough, so we had to cut it. But today, we got pots big enough. I don't know why your mother was doing that. But it was tradition. It was tradition. And tradition's got to cut in the situation that it's in right now. And I want you guys to understand something. We want you to become financially independent. But every day, I want you to be at your corporate job digging. Do like I did when I was a paramedic. When I was out there in the field, I couldn't wait to get to the next hospital. You know why? Because they had a phone there. And 3 phones, right? And I was going to sit at the nursing station, and I would act like I was calling into my base. And I'll be on the phone calling my recruit. Hey, man, what you got going tonight, man? Okay, hold on 1 second, man. I'm the nurse. Okay, that was the warden, man, okay? Listen, what you got going tonight, man? Listen, okay, we got 7 o'clock. All right, listen, I brought my clothes to work, okay? So I'm going to get out of here around about 5 o'clock. And with traffic, I should be at about 6:30, man. And I'll pick up, we'll knock that appointment out, all right, man? Hey, man, I got to go now, all right, bye. I wait a couple minutes, get on the phone. Hey, listen, Miss Jones, hi, this is Gary Coyne. I'm just calling to confirm my 6 o'clock appointment tonight. Okay, listen, I'll be there, all right? And if I gotta go. Okay, bye. And every time I got a chance, I was working on getting out of prison. Every time I got a chance, I was just like a prisoner, digging. And when the warden came, I straightened up, I act like nothing was going on. I go, how you doing, boss? Hey, things are great. Oh, I love being here. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, I'm not going to quit. Oh, no, man, I'm your best employee, man. No, I'm a trustee. Remember me? Yeah, I'll never do nothing wrong. But I worked my butt off. Within 30 days, I was out of prison. Within 30 days, I left my job. I joined Primerica on April the 1st of 1988. By May the 6th, I was leaving. I went before the Primerica parole board. They said, you ready, baby? Say, you ready? I'm ready, man. Just get me out of here, man. I'm trying to never do what I did again, man. Just get me out of here, man. I don't want to be here, man. You know, just please, man. Just niggas go out with me. I don't even know if I can do this thing, man. But you say you're going to go out with me? Okay, you go out with me, man. I'll introduce you to people, man. But I don't want to stand there for service and stuff, man. Don't worry about that, man. We're going to handle all that stuff for you, man. All you got to do is come to the Tuesday night meetings and the Saturday morning training, and we'll teach you how to do this business. But book as many appointments as possible and take this guy with you because he's been there before. He knows what he's doing. I go, okay, man, I'll do that, man. But just get me out of here, man. I don't want to be. My family, they've been their only life, man. I love my parents and stuff, man, but they're all real, man. And, you know, I don't want to be here, but I want to be like that, man. You know, one of my friends, they play professional football, man, and he got a bunch of money, man, and he's happy, man. I don't understand it, man. You know, I'm from South Central LA, man. And you go 20 minutes down the street, there's Beverly Hills. I don't know what's stopping us from going from this side of the track to that side of the tracks, man. There's no barbed wires that block out Beverly Hills. And why can't we cross over like that? They go, there's no barbed wires. The barbed wires are on your brain. The barbed wires are in your head. There's nothing else stopping from going 20 minutes down the street and you could be in Beverly Hills. Only thing stopping you is you and the vehicle that you have. See, you have the wrong vehicle. You're the right person, Gary, but you got the wrong vehicle. You couldn't win the Indy 500 in a doggone semi-truck, right? No matter how good of a driver you are. But we put you in the right vehicle, you could do it. And Primerica is the right vehicle. And I'm going to tell you new people that are here and old people, Primerica is the right vehicle. There's nowhere in the world, me coming from where I'm coming from. I tell you, I'm from South Central Los Angeles, you know, and I don't come from my parents are real good people, but I grew up in a real bad neighborhood, you know. Now, I'm going to sit here and tell you nightmare stories about, you know, me getting involved in gangs and people beat me up. I don't have stories like that to tell you because I didn't get involved in that side of it. And I can tell you, I've seen more killings than anything you've ever seen before in your life. You know, my brother has been shot 4 different times in the last 3 years. And that shows you how common it is. Got 4 different times. I've been robbed because I've been in Primerica. I just bought my brand new 300 CE, and I was at the office getting ready to go on a 1 o'clock appointment. A guy walks up to me with no mask, and in LA, when a person robs you and he doesn't have a mask on, you know it's your time. Okay? Because if they have a mask on, they're going to let you know, well, you didn't see my face, so we're going to let you live. And the guy came up to me 1 o'clock in the daytime, put a gun in my side, and said, get out the car, man, get out the car. And my wife is in my office looking out the window at me getting robbed. And I look back at my wife, and she's going this. And she didn't know what to do. She was like, oh my God, please don't kill him. And I'm sitting like, okay, man, take the car. Take the car, man, you can have it. He took my car, and then he hopped in the seat, and he put his hands on the steering wheel, had a gun like this, and just back up. And he said, give me your money. I started going in my pocket, and he saw my $100,000 ring, right? Go in my pocket, and he says, give me that ring, hurry up. So I said, okay, man, here, man, take the ring, man, here. I gave him the ring, and he drove out. And I was sitting there, and my wife was staring at me from the office, and I'm sitting like them going, took my ring, man. Took my ring. Oh, man. He took my ring. Hey, man, give me your car. Hey, give me the credit keys. I took my ring, man, took my ring. And I chased that guy. I wasn't thinking about what he could do to me. I was so proud, man, took my $100,000 ring. I just got it. Right, I was so pissed off, and I worked hard for it. Forget about the car. I had insurance on that, right? And I would chase this guy down, and I caught that guy at the light. I caught him at the light, sitting in my car with my ring on, looking like a Primerica, right? And sitting at the light, and I pulled aside of him. I just panicked. I wasn't thinking. I panicked. I hopped out the car. I said, and the minute I popped out, I was going to hop in the seat with him, right? I don't know what I was going to do once I hopped in, right? But I was going to hop in the car and say, hey, let's go for a ride. I don't know, right? And so I hopped out the car, right? And as I hopped out, the police was passing by. And I hopped up and go, hey, sir, they got my car. This is my car on your arm. This is my car. And the police chased the guy. The guy hopped on the freeway in my brand new car. We had like a month. Hopped on the freeway in a brand new car, and the chase was on. And I was in my friend's car driving his car. And I'm like, we're called the paramedic, right? So I'm like going alongside the street. And I'm on the freeway, man. I'm thinking like, Gary, you're really involved in this, man. You know, man, guess what? The guy, he finally hit a curve, finally get off the exit, hit a curve, and the back wheel collapsed. And he hopped in the car and started running. So I parked my car, the cops parked their car, they started chasing the dude, right? I'm standing there, man. They caught him on the other side of the freeway. They radioed in on the other side there. I think we caught the guy, bring the victim over here so he can identify the guy. I go, just ask him one question, man. Ask him one question. You know what? Ask him, do we have my $100,000 ring? Ask him if he has my ring. He goes, and the cop looked at me like, $100,000 ring? What kind of ring is that, right? I go, man, just ask him, man, if he got a ring in his pocket, it's him. So I get to the thing, and the police had the ring, but they didn't show it to me. They had the ring in their pocket, and they go, so what kind of ring is this? I go, man, did you get the ring? Right? He goes, well, what kind of ring is this? Explain the ring. What does it look like? I go, man, it's a $100,000 ring, man. It says Primerica. My name is on it, man. And he says, this a ring? I go, yeah, man, thanks, man. He goes, man, what do you get this for? I said, whenever you make over $100,000 a year, Primerica gives you the ring. The CEO of our company was a high consulting winner. He says, wow, so you get $100,000 in sales? You must be pretty good. I go, no, sir, $100,000 in income. And he goes, I mean, but that's volume of business you brought in for the company? I go, no, sir, that was my income. I was paid $123,000 last year. That was my tax return. And he couldn't believe it. He goes, you know what? I went to one of your meetings before. He goes, man, but you can make some money doing this? I tell you what, man, after we arrest this dude right here, man, we do the paperwork on him. I bet we do the paperwork on this guy, man. After we finish the paperwork on this guy and you guys book him, man, I want you to come see me, man. And I hired that guy. He's still in my business right now. He doesn't tell a lot of people how he met me, right? He just said, oh, I met Gary. I was out there giving him a traffic ticket, right? But he don't tell anybody how we met. But guess what? This is the opportunity that we have, that we want to get to go out there and hire anybody we want. And I want you guys to understand something. You're going to become successful in Primerica. We know most of you guys are going to quit, though. We already know most people here are going to quit. We're not upset about that. We want all you guys to do the business. But only the top 2% in America is going to become wealthy. We understand it. We're not trying to change that. But I honestly believe that out of 2,000 people here, that's 2%, right, of 100,000 people. So you can be the top 2% of the 100,000 people that change, and you guys are going to bring it over the next year, okay? So I'll see you guys at the top, see you from the top. Peace.